Alright, it is time for our first major change on the Jeep. We are going from the stock bumper, and we are going to be installing that. So we'll kind of take you step by step how to get the stock bumper off, and then show you what it looks like once we get the new one on there. First step underneath here, you can see these plastic pins. We're going to use this little tool here that's specifically made for popping those out, and just kind of look around and see, where they all are, and pop them all out to get this plastic piece off of here. Alright, so after I pop off all the front ones, kind of come around the side here, and you can see there's one there, and there's one down on the other side as well. So those last two should be it. Alright, we've got that piece off now, so now we can get to the bumper bolts right there. I'll grab a flashlight here. So you see there's going to be 4 bolts on this side, 4 bolts on the other side. So since they're looking a little rusty, I'm going to soak them with some WD-40 while I work on disconnecting the fog lights and everything. Alright, so now we've taken off these 8 bolts here. We've got one on this side of that bracket, one on that side of the bracket, same thing on the other side. We've also disconnected the fog lights, so we're almost ready to pull this old bumper off. Alright, to kind of give you a better idea of where we were working now that it's off of here, it's right on the back side of these brackets. So back from underneath there, we were working on taking those off, which hook right up to these on the bumper. Bolts stay in the bumper, you take the nuts off, and then there's these little spacers that went on all 4 of them as well. Not 100% sure yet if I have to use those for the new bumper, but we will see. Another thing we're doing is the stock fog lights. They just screw in with 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop right out, and we'll hopefully put them right on the other one without any issues. And the only other thing we had to do to get the bumper down was release these little tabs for the wiring. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them right across the front there, and they went right across the bottom of the inside of the bumper here. So we were able to kind of pull the bumper back a little bit and get to those, pop those off, and then the bumper came right off. Alright, so we moved these fog lights over here onto the new bumper. Did have to find our own hardware. The screws that come on the factory bumper don't fit in these holes, so we had to do little nuts and bolts on there. But other than that, they fit right in. I do hate it when people send you parts like a bumper and don't send you everything needed to do the install. Probably would have cost them 10 more cents to include everything needed, and then I wouldn't be pissed off about it. But that's how it goes. So next step is we're going to get this baby mounted. Alright, we also had to take off this little plastic piece, which actually sits right up on top of here, right below the grill, running this way. It's just 2 more of these little plastic pieces here. You can take them out with the screw if that works. One of mine came out with the screw, one didn't, so again we used a little trim tool and just popped it out. Here we are with the finished product. Much better. So putting this on was basically just the reverse of taking the old one off, just those same 4 bolts. The only difference was it had 3 studs on each side and then 1 actual bolt that you had to run in, tighten down. Same size, 19 millimeter. I was not able to hook up the fog lights. The wiring is not long enough, so I'm going to have to see if they make some sort of extender or just rewire it myself to make these fog lights work. Put those on. I actually ended up putting back on this filler panel just because without it I could see a lot of stuff that just kind of made it look messy, and I didn't like it, so this looks more finished off to me. So if I do a winch, I might have to cut that or remove it again, but for now, that is it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content as we build up this 2016 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon.